Crows are the kind of birds that don't get enough credit for how amazing they truly are. Sure, they have a reputation for being a bit ominous, thanks to their jet black feathers and their roles in spooky stories. But there's so much more to these intelligent creatures. If you've ever looked up at a crow perched on a street lamp and wondered what's going on in its head, let me tell you, it's probably a lot more than you think. For starters, crows are ridiculously smart. Scientists have compared their intelligence to that of a 7-year-old child. Yep, you read that right, a child. They can solve complex puzzles, use tools, and even recognize human faces. If you've ever had a crow stare at you for an uncomfortably long time, chances are it remembers you. And here's the kicker: if you're kind to them, they might even bring you little gifts, like shiny objects or pieces of string. It's their way of saying, "Hey, thanks for being cool, but don't get on a crow's bad side." These birds are masters of holding grudges. If someone mistreats them, they'll remember it, and they might even tell their friends about you. Crows communicate with each other in surprisingly sophisticated ways, using a variety of calls and gestures to share information. It's like they have their own little gossip network, and trust me, you don't want to be the topic of conversation. Now, let's talk about their social lives. Crows are incredibly family-oriented. They live in tight-knit groups, often made up of multiple generations. Young crows stay with their parents for years, helping to raise their siblings and learning important life skills along the way. It's kind of like a bird version of a big, happy family. And when one of their own passes away, crows will gather around and appear to mourn. It's a touching reminder that these birds experience emotions in ways we're only beginning to understand. Crows are also incredibly adaptable. Whether they're in bustling cities or remote forests, they find a way to thrive. In urban areas, they've learned to scavenge for food and even use traffic to their advantage. For example, some crows have been spotted dropping nuts onto busy roads so that cars will crack them open. Once the coast is clear, they swoop down to collect their prize. It's like they've mastered their own version of modern technology. And let's not forget their mischievous side. Crows love to play, whether it's sliding down snowy rooftops, chasing each other in midair, or stealing food from unsuspecting picnickers. Their playful antics are just another testament to how intelligent and curious they are. They don't just survive, they enjoy life, making the most of every opportunity to have fun. So the next time you see a crow, take a moment to appreciate it. These birds are more than just background characters in our everyday lives. They're clever, curious, and endlessly fascinating.